This is content. That's not the name of the show, but that's what the show is supplying. Content. That's a work in progress. Oh, shoot. This is the name of the show. Psych Painting Live. I know that's backwards now. I'm pre-recording the show. I don't know where the first one I painted I put. Didn't look that hard. I'm gonna paint over this. My friend Alex was starting a drawing, and he was drawing a deer. And he's gonna be holding a really cool rifle. But then I just drew in a trumpet, and I'm not gonna paint that today. I'm gonna use this marker, and I'm gonna draw fuck art, and that's exactly what this painting is gonna be. I'll make the as we could use the plan ahead technique, where I actually think 2 seconds ahead. This marker's all dried up. So I've been really bummed out lately. Let's get into the psychiatric part of this show. Um, do I even have all my art supplies ready to go? I got my paintbrushes and knives. Maybe I'll paint with knives today. Got the water. Got the paints. I've been using this Winsor Newton paints. They're acrylic still. But I've been using up so much of the yellow. Now it's going fast. I'm going to have to buy more yellow. But like the blue is practically full. The red's a little dented. The white's dented and the black is full. I don't really have a good way to display this. I don't have my easel today. Just, where is the palette? That's what I'm looking for. It's got to be around here somewhere in my trash. My stuff! They're my things! Oh, there it is. It's underneath some papers. I was using it as something hard to write on. That's almost a piece of art now, too. Do 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 do. Let's see a second here. I'm not doing this one live, but I'm just gonna leave it live. Sometimes I like to make content where I like film it and edit it and cut it, but I haven't been able to do that lately. That's why my content's been severely limited. And that's why it's been kind of streaming only. And even that I lost my motivation to do. I don't really feel like streaming. I've just been streaming on YouTube. Maybe I should try creating some art on Twitch. That might be fun. Start an account there. Do some long form painting streamings. But the thing is, I don't really feel like painting all that much. But yet, here I am painting, even though I don't really look like I want to that much. Alright. So, on the palette, I don't know what I'm going to paint yet, but I bet it's going to need white. A whole bunch of it. So I'm just going to put some white on the canvas. What do I call it? The canvas? The easel. Should make it like... I'll paint the background of purple. So I'll probably use some tints and shades with the white and the black. So I'm going to use all that white probably. And I'll just use like a little bit of black. Who knows if I use all that even. I don't like to waste the paints. Yeah, let's go with purple. Let's use a little... Let's save the yellow for kitties. So I've never really had much luck with purple, even though it's just blue and red. It doesn't really get pretty until I start adding white to it, and it gets this kind of lavendery color to it. Let's do some science with some colors today. Let's play. Let's play. You can paint along too at home if you want. I used to paint with just dollar store paints forever. I created hundreds of pieces of art with dollar store paints, and I don't regret delaying my move to uh, the finer stuff. It's a little more expensive. It's not even that much. I'm moving up in like increments. I'm not buying the $30 a tube paint yet. And I say yet, but I mean I might not ever do that. Yeah, it starts to become nice purple there. So yeah, I don't know. The white brings out the pigments, makes it brighter. Oh, I should just start painting. I'll just do the little dot in the A. I'll cover that up. I think I'm going to try to make it look ugly. Or I could make it look pretty. It's not like those are the two options. There's lots of middle ground. For people like me. Of people like me. And a streak of yellow in there. So I'm guessing you just add yellow, it'll get brown. And it depends on how much red or how much blue is in the color. More the blue, the blacker the brown would look. I'm adding a lot of red here. I'll probably be outlining all the letters later. I needed some better lights. I was painting some cats in the dark and it didn't come out so well. There was a lot of, I don't know, it looked fine in the light I was painting it in, but there's a lot of like, I don't know. It's just like not a proper representation of what the final product is, seeing it in a dim light. So I might be looking into getting some better lights for just painting. For doing art. I don't know. But yeah, my computer donked up. Gone darn donked up. And it sucks. The computer for me was everything. I feel like at a loss because it was a lot to me. The computer had my passions in it. I liked filming stuff, and editing and creating, and I guess that's what art is kind of fulfilling right now for me. Let's add some blue in with this purple. See where that goes. I wonder if a green would go good. I guess it would, but then it's like a lot of yellow that I was trying to avoid. Notice it's not really mixed in too well on the brush. I'm gonna just start painting with blue soon. I should get like, I wonder if I could do that. Where is it still in the shot? This isn't even a proper thumbtack, it broke in half. There, now you can just see the palette. Here, I'm gonna move the camera. Sorry about the shakiness. That's it's spring-loaded. The camera is ready to just dismount at a moment's notice. Yeah, so I'm broadcasting from a tablet instead of my computer. Though the camera quality isn't much better from streaming from my computer, but I don't have the option to like film this with my camera and then edit it on my computer, which is a major kind of bummer. So far, so good. Kind of got a lot of blue mixed in with that red there. I don't like it so much. Where'd all my paint go? Yeah, that's something I wouldn't be able to do with the dollar store paint. The dollar store paint's so runny. That's a big chunk of red. It's a big chunk of blue. Now I gotta mix them together on the canvas. Wasn't ready. I gotta get some bigger brushes. All the brushes are small. But I guess it's not the size, it's how you use it, I guess. I don't really know if that makes sense to me. This purple isn't very smooth. I wanted it to go. I don't know. Maybe I should add. I'll add that tints and shades now. Add some black. See what happens. Ooh, it looks nice. It's like really nice purple now. I want to look into the pigments, see what they use for pigments a little bit more, see what I'm actually painting with. It's just paint to me, but for each color they have to use something as pigment. I was watching a Winsor & Newton video, one of the ones that were in English probably, and uh, like before they went through their studio, they had a little museum they were showing, and one of the colors they highlighted on the video was mummy brown. It was like this nice brown color, but what they used for the pigment was actual mummified humans. So that I don't know if they don't do it anymore because they ran out of mummies, or if because of the ethical. It's like I guess there's no ethics in Winsor and Newton. We just ran out of mummy. That's all. It just came too expensive. And that's the thing. The pigments are the most expensive thing when you're buying different colors. But for my Winsor and Newton color experiment, I went and I just tried to buy the straightforwardest colors. And I bought the bigger one, because the bigger tubes, because using the little tubes like a trigger anxiety in me. I'm like, oh shoot, it triggers anxiety. How? It's like, oh man, I don't want to waste it, and I end up not using very much. My experience isn't. I'm a little more liberal with the bigger tube, I guess, and it makes my experience painting nicer. Mind trip. Yeah, I'm feeling really down because I can't produce. I have a feeling this is like an imaginative era. I've been creating show ideas that I am unable to produce. So they're just dreams right now. But one day, maybe I will be able to produce content. That's going to be my stage name, content. And when I'm off stage, I'm content. Get it? It's the same letters and it's the same word, two different words. What? It's a two-for word. Obviously, the painting is a work in progress. It needs more paint. But, like, specific colors of paint in specific areas. You guys, you're watching this painting show. You should know how painting works by now. Or maybe you don't know how painting works by now and you're learning, which is awesome. Learning how to paint is a cool process. It's almost funner. The learning part of painting's the funnest part, but that's an observation by me. And there's no limitations on the ways you could learn. You could learn any way you want, and that's the cool thing about YouTube. There's a lot of how-to material. I mean, it's just content, but it's produced by whoever feels like it or whoever feels expertise enough. Bob Ross was produced by PBS back in the day, public broadcast, so he didn't even get paid. He just did it out of the goodness of his heart, but he was an art instructor, and I believe that's how they found him. The producers were just taking an art class, and it's like, man, this Bob Ross, he needs to be on TV. And those producers, they had the power. They put him on TV. Another thing about Bob Ross I learned is that for every episode, he painted the image before the show. He would paint like, okay, this is what I'm going to paint. And he'd paint it all out. And then he'd paint the same image on a new canvas on camera. And it's like, okay, that's the show. And then after the show, he would paint the same image again off camera. I don't know. Like, I could understand the painting it before for the timing and stuff to see if he could do it all, because there's no editing on the show really. It's live. Like, sometimes they cut to other footage, but that's done in a live setting. So that makes sense why there were to be at least two paintings. But he painted a third painting of the exact same image after the program, and that one kind of baffled me a little bit. I didn't really understand that one. Me, of course, there is no limitations of what I can or can't do. So I end up doing very little. And that's what ends up being this show. Little minimalistic effort. I got a bit of extra in there. If I use a really opaque color, it'd be good. Add some more, just a little bit of white in there. Yeah, this would be a better show to do on an HD camera, I admit. So I'm looking to get my computer fixed. It's at a friend's of a friend's house right now. It's a major bummer. I can't stress how bummed out enough I am. Why do I stress that? It's just because I'm stressed as a person, and I'm working on it, I guess. And I'm sorry for trying to express my stress. That's funny. That's funny. Got my left hand holding up the canvas today in lieu of a easel. Hanging it on the wall wasn't too bad of an idea. But like the edges are still all white. I think I'm gonna fix that right now. Which is make this a dangerous painting. Let's just see here. I used way less paint than I thought. I took out a lot of blue, and that's alright. When I'm done with all this color, I have this little jar of paint I've shown before. It's just out of reach, or I would show it again. It was supposed to be a gray jar, but it's ended up a little brown. I think that's because I'm not just using any color like I was before. I'm using the specific, just primary colors. And though I am able to make gray out of it, it's just much easier to come out brown first. So, it's pretty ugly brown though. I use this brown. It's burnt umber. It's a nice shade of brown. They say it's very good for skin tones, for making shading. Yeah. Can't even hold it up. Trying to get no paint anywhere. So my podcast dropped. I'll put this down for a minute. Done with this paintbrush too. It's funny because I was already doing a podcast, but I decided just to stop doing it. A major contributor in that fact is my computer dying. I cannot produce it the same way I was before, at least at this moment in time, without the prevailing hardware. There goes the thumbtack. So I've been using the same 27-inch iMac for years. 2011 is the model of it. I got it a few years later than that. Maybe like 2013. I don't even know. As a piece of hardware itself, it's worth about $700 in its state. So it kind of retained a bit of value. But I'm trying to get it fixed. Let's see. I'm going to use my broken fan brush, and I'm going to use it, get just some straight up red, and just kind of spread it like so. Is that even coming across on camera? I do not know. But it should show. What do you know? And that, my friend, is why I'm the best rapper. Paw Rapper, the rapper on the Xbox. PlayStation 1, I should say. Now I'll just go in for some blue. How do you do? Oops. Just keep picking up more by accident. I don't wanna work. I just wanna bang on this drum all day. I don't wanna play. I just wanna bang on this drum all day. Ever since I was a tiny boy, I don't need no candy. I don't need no toys. Just a stick in an old copper can. I bang on that thing till I got blisters on my hand. I said I don't want to work. Just want to bang on this drum all day. I don't want to play. I just want to bang on this drum all day. It's going to be the theme song to content. What that content is going to end up being, I do not know yet. I kind of like it. I got a message on Facebook. I'll deal with it later. I'm almost done my show. I was like, that's going to cause major jiggles. Okay. I like a really nice light green, I guess. So I'll just put some yellow down. Just yeah, just mix it together. Just to make it all green. Oh, it's looking pretty light. Let's add some white. Ooh, let's add like the tiniest dash of black. Let's add some more blue. And more white. And that's how you make a mess all over your board. Yeah, that's a nice looking green. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who's talking to me. It's killing me. I don't recognize the profile picture. It's probably something cool. Oh, this green is so nice and opaque. It's just covering up. Doesn't matter if I cover up a bit of the purple. Purple. I wonder, maybe the first episode of content, I had this idea before. I'm just sharing this with you now. It will be me trying. Oh, I got some purple mixed up with that green. Trying to actually figure out what it would take to make a theme song on each episode. Like looking up Todd Rundgren's label and figuring out how to. This is something I think people would find interesting. Trying to like hunt down rights and seeing the process of getting copyrighted material, I guess. I don't know how interesting an episode, but it'd be like a good idea for an episode, but then it's also has a bigger effect where a bigger effect. That's not bad. Cover up some of this green. I'll let that green dry. I'm not quite done yet. I'm done with that paintbrush. What am I gonna do? I don't know if I'm gonna use black. I guess I'll use black. There's more white. Maybe I'll use red once that's dried. Man, I keep getting messages. Can I pull down my screen? Oh, I can. It's my friend. I'm excited. I hope it's good news. If I use the red, it'll really mix in. If I use the black, let's just grab this paintbrush. Whatever, let's not wait for it to dry. That's about as much fun as watching a paint dry. I decided I'm going to go with a red tinted black, so I'm mixing red and black together right now. I don't want it. I don't know how subtle I should make it. That's pretty subtle. It's starting to look a little brownish, I guess. Let's see. Take the edge off that black. Oh, it's kind of gobbing up now. It's not really good to mix vertically. It's a new challenge. Mix and paint vertically. Shit, yeah, just what I thought. The green's mixing it in. Oh, that's a big gob of paint. And an old coffee can. Do 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 do. Yeah. Fuck art. I'm gonna do every second letter, and then I'm gonna go with another paintbrush and use every second letter under white, and it will look really artistic. Yeah. Looking good. I don't need no candy. I don't need no toys. Just a stick and an old coffee can. I'll bang on that thing till I get blisters on my hand. I like Todd Rundgren's music, especially when he doesn't like it himself. I was thinking about painting with palettes, I was saying, or with the palette knives. I kind of missed that. This would have been really good with palette knives. Is that it? Yeah, I just really wanted to catch up more than anything. Thanks for tuning in to my show. I'll be posting this on Facebook and the YouTubers. Bye.